Hello, good morning, and welcome to the Hayley and Allyson show here live on Backchannel, the only place to listen, watch, and interact with us, your hosts, via your device. Get involved with the show this morning. I'm just going to fix my headphones. Allyson, tell people what is going to happen this morning.
Well, this morning we've got a great show lined up for you, but Backchannel is the only place where you can listen and interact with your hosts. All you have to do is, if you are on an audio only, just say to your device, and you can join us that way. And if you don't, oh gosh, I'm very bad at this. Haley's much better at giving the directions in regards to things. But if you have a screen, then you can join us on backchannel.tv and just join us and type and go right there. Or you can join us on YouTube as well. There's a variety of ways to get involved. Is that right? Did I sort of do it right, Hayley?
You did sort of do it right. Sorry, I'm struggling this morning with a she'll be back on now. Talk to me, Ali.
Yeah, there we go. So,
no, we'll keep going. We'll keep going. Welcome. Sorry, I'm just trying to. Will, producer Will, just come on 2 seconds for us. If you could, I will. Sorry. Good morning, live radio.
Morning.
Today's been like a whole Monday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people are having a Monday today. But don't worry, because I've got a cracking show lined up for you.
You sure do.
I'm back.
Yay!
Thanks for joining us, Hayley.
Thank you. Oh, live.
Good,
Thanks, producer Will. Listen, it is January the 31st. Do you know why I'm struggling? Because it's the end of the month. That's what it is. It's the end of the month. I've woken up. We're double glasses today, Allyson.
We're a double glass. We're intellectuals today. I'm an intellectual every day, but today we're both
Allyson.
intellectuals. Yeah.
I've woken up and I've burst a blood vessel in my eye. Glamorous. So I've burst a blood vessel in my eye. My headphones aren't working. What else will go wrong in today's show? Thank you for joining us. If you're stuck with us this far, we appreciate it. It's like I say, January the 31st even. And a happy birthday to Justin Timberlake, who is 41 today. Happy birthday, Justin.
Wow, Jason's 41. That's wild to think about it. We've known him since he was a bebe.
We're bringing 40s back. Yes. Because also 41 is Gemma Collins. She is a star in the UK.
Are we going to use that word when we refer to her?
I laughed as I said it. The JC. She is 41 today. Happy birthday to you, Gemma Collins. I'm sure you've got better things to be doing with your time. And on this day in the year 2016, Grease Live on TV was aired. Did you watch it?
No, I never did. I didn't even know there was Grease Live on TV.
Yeah, there was. They did I can't remember who was in it exactly. But they did a live TV show following Sandy and Danny. And I'm pretty sure. Oh, producer Will, who was in it? It was the Selena Gomez. I have a feeling. Maybe I'm completely wrong. But there you go. It's good that we're factually accurate this morning.
So we got all the facts. When are they going to do the Grease 2 live is what I want to know.
Never is my answer. Producer Will, who was in it? Oh, you've no sound of producer. There we go. There's our technical. Here he is.
Vanessa Hudgens.
That was it. Okay, so completely wrong.
It's really the only person I've heard of.
Yeah, I apologize. No, so who played Danny?
Aaron Tveit.
Okay. Who else? Give me some more names.
Didi Conn, Julianne.
She was the original. So Didi was the original Frenchie. So she was in it.
Oh.
Mais oui. Jordan Fisher, Kiki Palmer, Barry Pearl. I've never heard of any of these people.
Barry Pearl, no idea. Thank you, producer Will. There we go. So Vanessa Hudgens, I do apologise, who has never dated Justin Bieber, as far as we are aware. And in the USA today, it is National Bubble Wrap Appreciation Day because it needs a whole day.
It needs a whole day. Look, It is fun breaking up bubble wrap. It is fun. Do you ever walk on it? Do you ever put it on the ground and walk on it? That's pretty fun. That's pretty fun, guys. Look, all I'm saying is if you've got bubble wrap, do a lot of things. Today's your day. I mean, what have you wanted to do? Jump on a trampoline onto it.
On it. I sometimes squeeze it and pretend it's some knots in my neck going.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun. Yeah. I like that. Yeah.
I don't know if I need a whole day to do that, but listen, knock yourselves out. National Bubble Wrap Appreciation Day today. You're probably too busy with bubble wrap to actually watch the show. I mean, who would blame you on this special bubble wrap occasion day? Do you have a nice weekend, Allyson? So listen to this. I'm a little bit jealous because Allyson met up with producer Will in real life. IRL.
Yeah.
Coming back on. We can hear him before we see him. Here he is.
As it should be.
Was it like a blind date? So obviously you've spoken on here, but you've never physically met.
It was kind of like a blind date.
That's it.
Allyson was shorter than I expected.
Was she?
Will was taller than I expected, so it was very exciting.
When you've only seen the upper 2/3 of somebody, or
Yeah,
not
you're
even
like,
2/3, the upper third
Those
of
are
somebody.
your legs.
I'm
Look
like,
at your legs.
you do have legs.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 of them.
How tall are you, producer Will?
Massive, 7'3".
Okay.
Giant.
No, I'm like 5'11", 6 foot.
Yeah.
And how tall are you, Ali?
Like 5'3".
Oh, yeah, I always forget you were smaller as well.
Say that again. Keep saying those words. I'm tiny. I'm little. I'm small.
Barely even. I was like, oh, is that a gust of wind that's just sat down at my table?
I'm like trying to jump up. I'm here. I'm here.
You had to help her up, hoof her up on the chair.
Yeah.
It was lovely. We had a lovely time. So we had a brunch, like a lunch in the afternoon, and then we went and had we had a couple bevies. And then we decided I needed to sober up before the show, so we went and had some coffee and cake. Then
Tea
at
and
another
cake. Coffee and
tea and
cake.
cake.
Aww.
It was fun.
Very sad.
Hayley, the things that we said about you.
Wow.
I hope your ears were burning.
Good
Well, that's why my
goodness
blood
me.
vessel in my eyes.
That was it.
Exactly. It's
all
so much
all of
heat.
those bad things coming out. Well, hopefully next time I'll get to, be invited. That would be nice. Thanks,
Make your way
Producer
to
Will.
Leeds.
Producer Will with us until 8 a.m. Listen, get involved with the show. If you are listening this morning, tell us, get involved, have a word, speak to us. The commands to give your device are the words say. If you are watching and can see 2 attractive women in glasses, then you're watching the wrong show. If you're watching... get involved. The command to give your device is the word say, followed by whatever you would like to tell us this morning. Or if you are listening on an audio-only echo, go to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can type whatever you'd like to tell us in there. Or on YouTube, just type in the box below. Because if you do not get involved, it is literally just 2 tired women talking for 2 hours. That's it.
2 tired women talking for 2 hours.
And that's us.
That is us. We've got shows here all day on Backchannel, though, because after ourselves here, the wonderful Liv Harrison is here 8 till 10 today. 10 till 12, it's Jam and Rennie show. 12 till 2, the Anthony Davis show. 2 till 4, your pal Hal with Hal Rudnick. And 4 till 6, Mario Smith. We've got 12 hours of content on Backchannel, so you could just dip in, dip out, get involved with the show. And we are here the majority of the day. Not ourselves personally, but the Backchannel family, so get involved. But shall I tell you what's coming up in today's show, Allyson?
Hayley, give us a breakdown because you're organized and I follow your lead. So, what's going on, Hayley?
Well, coming up in today's show, we're going to be doing the news stories from around the world. You're going to need a strong stomach for today's one. We are going to be doing the 1-star movie review where we read out your people reviews that they've given this film 1 star. We are going to be answering your problems in our Agony Aunties section. And we're going to be finally ending the game on a game of competitive true or false. That's all coming up.
You have reached the Hayley and Allyson show with producer Will.
That is all coming up in the next 2 hours of the show before we go into our Agony Auntie section. And by the way, if you do have a problem for us, such as, oh, I've turned up to a radio show and my co-star has now decided to start wearing glasses as well, and that's my thing, then let us know. The command to give your device is the word say, followed by your problem, or backchannel.tv. Type your problem in there. I started my tour this weekend, Allyson.
You had 2 shows. Yes, you were telling us about them. They went great. Tell the people, though. Doncaster was the first one, and then where was Bradford?
Bradford, yeah. The first one, so I've been supporting, very lucky to been supporting Sarah Millican on tour, which is a huge comic. And a lot of people, well, I'd say 99% of the people who come in to see me have come because they've seen me support Sarah, which is great, but very different environment. Sarah's in these huge theatres. I'm in obviously a lot smaller venues. And someone's phone went off and they took a FaceTime from their mother, who was 90 years old and couldn't get her TV working, and that stopped the show. So it's a bit of a different vibe when you see me.
I like it, though. It's intimate. It's an intimate environment.
Very intimate, yeah. Luckily, her mum managed to get Channel 5 on. So, whew.
I wish the woman would have asked you, excuse me, Sorry to interrupt. Do you know how to get Channel 5 on? That would have been the best, but at least she
Yeah.
politely just exited and went and dealt with it.
Yeah,
Still.
she went and dealt with it, and so that was very fun, and then Bradford was fun also, and very, very windy. Some people couldn't come because there has been storms in Yorkshire.
It was so windy. Like I couldn't it was like tornado wind that was occurring.
Yeah.
I thought the trains might cancel. I thought it was madness. Because Will and I, when we were walking around to places, I've never felt wind like that. It's been a long time. I went to university in LA. That's right, Lethbridge, Alberta, Canada, everyone. And it is known as Canada's Chicago, the Windy City, because it is so windy. It's unbelievable. Like, you're like, "Oh, how bad can wind be?" It becomes your mortal enemy.
Yeah, it was
You
like
can't
that
fight
on
wind. You can't fight wind.
It was like that on Saturday, and my car was sort of falling all over the lanes, and because it was just like it was like blowing around like the carrier bag in the American Beauty films. It was just like, so I managed to get there, managed to get home okay safely. So that was nice. So yeah, exciting.
Aw.
then,
And is
didn't
this
have
your first tour? Like,
on my own, yeah.
Wow.
So it's I'm enjoying every moment of it so far. Touch wood.
that's so exciting.
Yeah. But let's crack on with some problems, shall we, Allyson?
Let's get into it. Let's do this. And you know what? Maybe one day I should wear contacts so we're in the reverse while you have glasses. Maybe I'll show up in contacts.
Yeah, I think I'll be really annoyed. I'll be like, hang on, that's not on.
Me too.
You
I'll be weirded out. I'll be like trying to push up my glasses the whole time, even though I still.
I'm not used to wearing them. I only ever wear. Even my daughter's like, "Why are you wearing them?" Ripping them off my face.
You're not
She's
my
like-
mom. You're not my mom.
She's like throwing them off. Let's listen. Let's not just talk about my eye problems this morning, because it's about your problems as well. So get involved. If you have a problem you'd like us to chat about, then do so. Just a disclaimer: for legal reasons, we have to say we are not trained therapists. We are barely trained at the job we do. So just bear that in mind. If you are going to send us a problem, we don't want you to take this advice literally. We're just going to discuss your problems. That's it. We're not looking for a genuine solution. Allyson, is a previous drama teacher. I used to work in a call center, so that's the sort of advice you're going to be getting.
Yeah, options, maybe some suggestions, maybe just some jokes. We don't know what's going to come out, but we're happy you share them with us. Also, if you're listening and you have been through a similar sort of situation, you think you might have some advice for our people who are sending in problems, by all means, please get a hold of us. Hayley's told you how easy it is, and we would love to hear from you, and I'm sure so would the people who are dealing with these problems. So without further ado, problemo numero uno, Hayley.
This problem is from Amanda in North Carolina, and they say, me and my partner live together, but we've just acrimoniously broken up. What are some rules we can set so that it doesn't get awkward? Allyson, I've never had to acrimoniously break up.
That means like agreed. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never had one of those. Yeah, no, mine have always been get out.
Really? Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah. I've had a couple of acrimonious. I can't say it,
And
but I've done it.
How did you deal with that then if you were still living together?
So, look, it's tricky, it's hard. But I mean, we were still getting along. Like we were friends. So we literally just set some ground rules, We were like, okay. No asking questions about personal lives. Although, I mean, we weren't living together for a long time after the breakup. So it was a bit more, we were okay. It wasn't like I was going out, he was going out trying to meet new people, but we were like, let's not, we don't need to know where the person is all the time. That's another thing, right? We started to say, like, maybe we start to eat separate meals, like, because we used to always make dinner together. But instead we were like, hey, maybe, you do what you want to do. I'll do what I want to do. So slowly we were just trying to like delicately be a bit more like two individuals.
Boundaries.
Yeah, definite boundaries. And we started to think, okay, well, if we were roommates, what would it be like if we were roommates? And we tried to build it around that. Now, it's never going to be perfect. It's never going to be super smooth because this is a tricky time. But if you've already agreed that it's the best thing for the both of you, that's what you have to remember. But I really think a discussion about, okay, we can't keep doing the same habitual things that we did all the time. So like eat dinner, sit on the couch together. You both kind of have to make an effort to go like, okay, maybe I'm going to eat my dinner. Maybe I'm going to go to my room. Maybe I'm going to go meet a friend now. So you're not, and also don't make that person the person that you run to when anything exciting happens, when anything bad happens, because this person has been your rock for a long time, but you have to develop the skills of like finding other people, because it's really tempting to go back to certain behaviors when you're used to it. So you really do have to make an effort to like stop yourself from relying on them in the same way. That's what I would say. Yeah.
There we go. Thank you. Allyson, if you've just joined us, you can see Tim has joined us. Good morning, Tim.
Tim.
We are trying to solve your problems in our Agony Auntie section. And Tim, if you're wondering why I've dressed like Allyson, I've burst a blood vessel in my eye, hence the Allyson June Smith glasses look. I mean, I didn't have to go for exactly the same glasses as you, Allyson, but I did.
Well, they are what you had. So I'm not judging. I'm not judging.
I've only got one of that. Have you got a spare pair of glasses, or do you just have one?
No, I have 2 pairs. Well, actually, I have more than 2 pairs. I have like 5 pair, but the 2 pairs, I know. I'm a bit of a glasses junkie. And they change so much. Fashion and style changes so much that at one point you buy a pair and then a year later you're like, "Oh, now we're into tiny glasses again. Oh, now it's big glasses again."
Yeah.
So, and I'm blind as a bat, and I have varifocals or trifocals, cuz I am that person now. So, I have 2 pairs. So I have these ones, and then I have some with fancy designs, but we decided long time ago that they're a little distracting for the old camera. Yeah.
Tim has said, good morning. Morning, Tim. We are trying to solve people's problems this morning. How do you solve the problem like a burst blood vessel when you have a gig on Friday and you don't want to have to wear your glasses? Let us know. Get in touch. I can't see anything without my glasses, though, Allyson. You're a blur.
Yeah, me too. I'm quite blind. Like, yeah, blurry. Yeah.
Are there any opticians watching the show this morning? Let us know. What were you going to ask me then, Allyson? Sorry.
I was going to say, I wonder if eye drops would help. Like whitening eye drops would take away the.
Whitening eye drops will take away the burst blood vessels. That is the worst advice ever. If you are listening, have the same problem as me. Do not take that. Do not take that advice.
Bleach?
No.
I just get better with time, everyone. All right, let's do another problem. Let's do another problem.
Please do not take any of our advice, literally. This next question is from Steve in Rhode Island. And their problem is, they say, I have a friend that's really needy. That sounds like me already. I have a friend that's really needy and is always texting or wants to hang out. How do I tell them to back off? I mean, you've done this with me, Allyson. How do you deal with it?
Just don't be available. Don't answer all the texts. Don't, you know what I mean? So if you feel they're needy, then don't reply to everything. Don't give them all the attention. Back off, and then you let them know when you're available. But that would be my first thing, is just don't reply. And if they're like, why aren't you replying? Just say, I'm really busy. I will get back to you when I can. You're a very good friend. I care about you very much, but yeah, that's what I would do.
Abrupt. That's what Allyson said. Abrupt. I'm very busy. Well, I can see that you're just sat at home because you just put an Instagram picture up of you sat on the sofa, Allyson.
I'm very busy.
Very busy. Have you done that before? I've said I can't attend certain things, and then I've accidentally tweeted about myself watching a TV show. Have you done that?
Yeah, I've done stuff
that.
like
I've been
that.
caught doing stuff like that. It's so bad, and it's really bad of me. But so now I stay off my phone.
We're comedians. You could just lie and be like, "Oh, well, I wasn't really doing that. I was just, putting that out."
Yeah,
there.
I know I put a picture of the TV up with the show I was watching with me in it, but I photoshopped.
And you're watching the same show, so you know that it was exactly on at that time. But anyway, yeah,
Steve, they're really needy. They're texting, like Allyson says. You don't always have to respond, or you can say, "Oh, I'm really sorry. I'm just doing this with my family now," or and then eventually they'll get the hint. If they don't, maybe suggest they join a meet a friend site.
Yeah, a meet a friend site. You should meet some new people. I give times, like I will be like, oh, how about Thursday? Like Thursday at 6:00, should we have a call, or should we hang out at this time? And then I would not give them any attention before that time. Give them all the attention at that time, but before then be like, don't have time.
You're quite harsh this morning, Allyson. Usually you're like, do you know what? Your friend might need someone. And like today, you're like, I think you've had about 5 hours sleep. You're like, do you know what? Say no. Say no.
I have had less sleep. You are getting really good at knowing when I haven't had enough my full 8 hours.
Seriously, you're really sympathetic. You're like, do you know what? Your friend Steve might be going through some difficult times and just needs someone. But today, you're
Well,
like, no,
what if
Steve,
he is? Okay,
we need
look,
them out.
if he's going through something, yeah, help him out, okay? But if it's just a general neediness, I mean, I don't know. Recommend a therapist? I don't know. I'm so
Apologies.
mean, everyone.
Really mean this morning. Allyson, when she's not to sleep, she really goes in there. But Steve, apologies if you're Steve's friend who's just finding out this. And there we go. If you've got a problem that you'd like Allyson to destroy your friendships this morning, then get involved with the show. We're going to give really tired, bad advice this morning because both of us.
We're ready.
Monday.
You want it straight? I'll tell it to you straight.
I'll tell you, Hayley. I'll tell you a few home truths. This next problem, I don't know if you still want us to read it, Rochelle. Oh my God. This is Rochelle from Iowa. And they say, my boyfriend and I are very obviously leaving the honeymoon phase of our relationship. Any tips on keeping things interesting? Allyson.
Yeah. Okay. So many options. I'm trying to keep it straight in my head. Yeah. I mean, look, this is all relationships get to a stage maybe where, the honeymoon phase. But I guess, okay. I did read about this. Here's what I can recommend. To keep in the honeymoon phase, this is what you have to do. You have to make an effort to still do things that are intimate. Now, by intimate, I mean holding hands, cuddling on the couch. I think couples, after a while, you get a little complacent. When you first start dating, you do all the cutesy things. You cuddle, you just hold hands, you snuggle. And I think over time, because we get used to that person being there, you forget to do those things. So quite often people recommend a date night, or like once a week you do something. Fine, you can do that. But I try to think that you should do something once a day, maybe just while they're standing in the kitchen, go over and just give them a little snuggle, give them a little back scratch, do those cute little things that you used to do in the beginning of the relationship, just to let them know that you are paying attention to them and that you give them a little bit of that love. Because I think that's where you start to function as two people in a relationship, making life work, as opposed to like just enjoying one another. So yes, a weekly date night or like once a week, but I think daily, just trying to do something that reminds them that, you two have a special connection. Just something that is like, we're together because of, we love each other, and just something once a day. And I think that increases the level of like the idea of the honeymooning again. That's what I would suggest.
That's very good advice, Allyson.
Thank you, Hayley. I'm trying to pretend I'm not tired.
I left the honeymoon phase a long time ago. I think distance is really good. So have your own hobbies though, and have your own things that you like to do. And then
I agree. Yeah.
And then when you come back together, you enjoy each other's company more. Because when the honeymoon phase is, you're spending all your time together, literally every single second. And then that starts to like, oh, okay, there's certain things that start to annoy me now. But so like when you have your own hobbies and your own things, don't lose that identity of yourself. And then you'll still have that nice moments with your partner.
Yeah. Where it's special. It's not just like, oh, you again. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's not just like, oh, you again. So yeah, good advice from you, Allyson. Well done. If you have any problems you would like us to talk about, two tired women talking about your problems, the command to give your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can type your problem in there. The last problem from today, though, by the way, if you do send problems in, we will answer them either on today's show or tomorrow's, or maybe the rest of the week. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know why I keep doing this with him.
It's fun, hey? You're like, they're a prop. Glasses are a prop. You can do a lot with glasses. I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Oh.
I'm a girl in a teen flick who's about to become attractive.
Hey, beautiful. Who's that girl?
Let my hair down. Right, here we go. Oh God, I didn't need to do that first thing in the morning. Made myself dizzy. It is from Jack in Wyoming, and they say, I'm really nervous about starting a new job soon. What are the most important things I need to remember for a good first impression?
Okay. Eye contact. Make
But
eye
not
contact.
too intense, but not too intense.
It's really nice to meet you. I'm really excited to be working here.
Yeah,
and then
remember to
walk
blink.
down room. Don't break eye contact with them. Walk out backwards.
Remember to blink.
Yeah, remember to blink. I think your biggest things right away are creating relationships. So make an effort to get to know people in the office. Like don't be pushy. So what are your favorite colors? What do you do in your spare time? What do you know? Don't be pushy. But I think in a new job, it is getting to know your coworkers. That is really important. Getting to know the people that you will be working the most with, and forming relationships with them. I think that is very important. Also, though, it is important to set up boundaries when you first start. Okay. I think a lot of people, when they first start a job, they're eager beaver. They're ready to do anything and everything for all people. And that can lead to a real quick burnout. So I would try to figure out exactly what your job requires, figure out who it is you're working with, see what kind of personality they are, and then just build around that. Because I think that's the most important thing, right? So figure out exactly what is required of you in the job. If you decide to do a little bit more, that's because you decide. But again, I think a lot of times people burn out because they go into that new job being the everything to everyone, and you just cannot be. And then it's difficult when you try to pull back and do a bit less because you're like, I'm overwhelmed. So go into the job, do what is required of you, figure out the job that is required of you.
Required
Can I
again.
say that again? Yes.
Say
Do
that
the
again.
job that is your job. Get to know the people that you will be working with. Form good relationships with them. Ask a lot of questions. Look, if you're working with somebody, talk to the people you're working with. Don't be afraid, because that's a good way to establish relationships. You'll quickly find out who is willing to help you and who is not willing to help you. It's
Yeah.
all about relationships within the office, I think.
If you've just joined us, we are trying to solve your problems on our Agony Auntie section. And Jack said he's nervous about starting a new job. What are the most important things I need to remember for a good first impression? I just think be yourself. Don't try and be too funny. Sometimes people try too hard at these sort of things, and then they end up getting a bad impression because they might come across as sarcastic and things like that. That's happened to me. But so just try and be yourself. Be enthusiastic. Be polite. Be polite's the main thing, I think, Jack.
Totally be polite. Always be polite. Be grateful for those people around you. Appreciate the people that are working on the job with you. Like, just simple, basic etiquette really will take you quite far.
And everyone's been in that position. We've all had to start jobs. So, everyone understands. So go easy on yourself.
Yeah. Or even ask them, hi, it's really nice to meet you. I'm new to the office. My name's Jack. I'm learning the job. I'm doing this role. But if there's any advice you think you could give me, or any tips, that's a nice thing to do. Asking people that already work there, is there any suggestions you can give me, or, let me know. Asking them, the people that work there, for any advice or tips. That's a nice way to start off too, because, everyone might have a bit of a tidbit of information to give you, like, don't go by the water cooler around 3. That's when it's busiest.
That's
never
what you're going to say, because someone was stood. Don't go around the water cooler around 3, because that's when Hayley goes to get a drink and she's real chatty.
Don't cook fish in the microwave. Simple things. Yeah. But really use the people around you as cues. Get a vibe for the job. But yeah, set up your own boundaries while you're in there too. Politely, nicely. Don't be like, here are my boundaries, day 1. Yeah.
We've been trying to solve your problems here on the Hayley and Allyson show this morning. If you've just joined us, get involved, say hello. The ways to do so, the commands to do so. If you are watching via an Echo show and can see double glasses today, the command to give your device is the word say, and say the name of your device, followed by the word say, followed by whatever you would like to tell us this morning, within reason. Breakfast show. Or if you are listening on an audio only Echo, go to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can type in whatever you'd like to tell us there this morning. Get involved, because if you don't chat to us, it is literally 2 tired women talking for 2 hours. That's what you're getting.
2 tired women talking for 2 hours.
Allison's mum's done us a little jingle there. But now it is time for a game. Yes, get involved. We love you to participate if you can. It costs nothing to participate, because you don't win a thing. You just win our adoration. And today's game is a staple here on the Hayley and Allyson. I just see what producer Will's put on the screen. Let's chat. Say nice glasses. I've got I don't normally wear glasses if you just tuned in. I can see we've got some new people joined us just now. Hello to Rose and hello to Sloan. Thank you for joining us. Don't normally wear glasses, but I've woken up and somehow in my sleep, I'm at an age now where blood vessels just burst in my eyes during my sleep. Allyson, like, that's how I know I'm aging. I was like, how is that? I've literally closed my eyes and woke up with an illness.
Sleep is hard work. That's where we're at right now. Sleep is hard work. We're waking up with bruises and broken blood vessels.
I already sleep with like a leg pillow, an arm pillow, and now I'm gonna have to
3
sleep
pillows.
with
She
an eye
sleeps
patch.
with multiple pillows.
But good morning. There we go. We're going to try and play the 1-star movie review game now. If you haven't played this before, here it is. It's dead simple. So we are going to read reviews out that people have left online for a specific movie. The thing they have in common is that they've all left this movie a 1-star review. They've hated it. Doesn't mean it's a bad movie. Could be an absolutely fantastic Oscar-nominated movie. It just means that these particular bunch of people online don't like it. And listen, there's something for everyone out there, because myself and Allyson, huge fans of the film Grease 2, turns out not for everyone. Turns out not for 90% of the population, but me and Allyson, we love it. One of our favourite films.
Love it.
I love it. But so just bear in mind that it doesn't mean this film's bad just because these people have given it a 1-star review. We're going to take it in turns. We're going to read out 5 different reviews that 5 different people have wrote online for this specific film and give it a 1-star review.
Do you want to take it in turns? I know your eye. You've had a rough day. Do you want me to read these ones? I'm happy to read them. I'm happy to do it.
Okay. So Allyson is going to read out the reviews. All we want you to do, all you have to do to participate, is just make a guess of what you think the film is these people are reviewing. Any points at any time, you can make a guess. Lovely Tim, who's a regular listener on the show, has been straight in there past couple of days, straight in, first review, bam, it's been getting it.
Really
Some
good.
say we've made it too easy. I say that, but there we go. Today's, I don't know, maybe it is easy. Who knows? We'll soon find out if Tim makes a guess. So get involved, make a guess. The ways to make a guess, I'll just reiterate. If you are watching on an Echo show, good morning. The command to give your device is the word say, followed by your guess. Or if you are listening on an audio only Echo and you can't see these two visions of beauties, we're liars. If you go to backchannel.tv on your phone or on your device, you can just get involved there. It's like a little chat room to participate in the show. Or if you're watching on YouTube, just type in the comments box below. It is as easy as that to get involved. So we take it into, well, Alyson's going to read the reviews out. What we like to do to make it a little bit more interesting is get her to read the reviews in a specific style. So think of it like an improvisation show. If I said to Allyson, right, I want you to read this review like a 90-year-old man with one tooth in his head who's eating soup, she will attempt that.
I will give it a go. Yeah.
She will give it a go. If you want to say, Allyson, read this review out in the style of an astronaut on his first day at work, she will try and do that. The more difficult you make it, the more amusing it is for me. So if you have now a way you would like Allyson to read out the first review of this 1-star movie, then let us know now with those commands I just told you. The command to give your device, if you're watching, is the word say, followed by how you'd like Allyson to read the review. Or if you are listening on an audio only Echo, go to backchannel.tv. You can get involved that way. So while we're waiting for those to come in, Allyson, I would like you to read the first review in the style of a cashier who's she's working at a busy supermarket. She's got a bit of a migraine.
Okay.
And her name's Teresa. Is that enough information?
Yeah, Teresa, working at a supermarket, bit of a migraine, one of those days.
Another bit of information. She's from Minnesota. Okay.
A little Minnesota. Okay, here we go.
By the way, before she reads this, don't let those things I've given her distract. All we want from you is the name of the film this person is reviewing. Take it away, Allyson.
Okay, here we go. Boop. Boop. It's me ringing stuff in. Boop.
I'm glad you clarified that.
Oh, in my head. Boop. Besides the impeccable acting, this movie was a waste of my life. Boop. Not like this job. Boop. While my fiancé found himself laughing when that dirty, annoying, gross animal would get into mischief, I found my distaste for dogs grow more and more. Oh, my head. Boop. Boop. First off, this dog did nothing but disobey the people who were kind enough to take him in. I found myself more irritated in the part where the actress is trying to get to her newborn to sleep, but can't because the dog won't stop barking like a complete moron for absolutely no reason. Oh, my head, I'm worked up. That'll be $14.95, please.
Thank you, Allyson. If you think you know what the movie is that specific person gave it a 1 star to, let us know now. The clues are it involves a dog. The command to make, if you want to make a guess, is the word say followed by your guess. Or if you are listening on an audio-only echo, go to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can type your guess in there. Allyson, I'd like you to read another review now.
I would love to read another review about this movie about a dog.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Producer Will, do you have a way you'd like Allyson to read
Isn't
this
that
review?
fun? We never ask Will. Will, yeah, do
Yeah.
you have any suggestions?
He's gone to the toilet.
Will's in the
Yeah.
toilet. So,
No, he's not. He's here.
No.
I will.
Yeah, I do have a suggestion. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I like you to read this review.
Yes.
Allyson June Smith.
Yes.
Okay. Your name is Jim.
Yep.
You are a construction worker,
Oh, yeah.
and you're working on a building, and it's 1 degree Celsius. I don't know
Okay.
if that is in Fahrenheit. Does that matter what it is in Fahrenheit? I can look it up if you need. It's 1
Cold.
Celsius. It's a
Cold,
cold
right?
day.
Cold
Your
day.
name's Jim, and you're working on a building site.
All right, here we go.
Real
Take it away, thank you.
specifics. Thanks, Will. Alyson's going to do that now. But before she does, just bear in mind, all we want from you is the name of the movie these people are reviewing. They've all left this specific movie a 1-star review. They're not normal reviewers. Oh, no, these are just the general public that have left this film a 1-star review. What is the film? Make a guess at any point. Alyson's about to read it in the style of Jim, who's a construction worker and is very, very cold on site. Let's go, Ellie.
After I saw the commercial for this movie, I wasn't exactly expecting a masterpiece. It looked trite and warmed over. Yet another wacky, lovable dog does whackable, lovable things. Movie it was one of those types of movies in the grand tradition of Beethoven or Air Bud. Unfortunately, my little brother saw the same kid-friendly commercial and immediately latched onto my right ankle, refusing to rest or sleep for an instant until we hightailed it to the theater to catch the latest Hollywood animal hijinks. Oh. We weren't even a quarter of the way through the popcorn before I began to realize that I had made a terrible mistake, just like leaving my gloves at home today.
Thank you, Allyson. But what is the movie? Allyson, really good performance. I didn't get that he was a construction worker, though. So unfortunately, you let
that one go. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I should have been screaming at the other guys. I should have been whistling at girls walking by. I'm sorry.
But what is the movie? We know it features a dog. We know it's not Beethoven or Air Bud. Never even heard of Air Bud, but there you go. The command to give your device, if you know the dog-based film, is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. Don't know why. I'm leaving pauses in between. Here's another review. We've got 2 more reviews to read out. And if you don't get them from these, we will give you a spoon feed round where we basically tell you what the film is without actually physically saying it. And you know why we do that? Because there is no prize. But listen, make a guess. It makes our day. Allyson.
Yes.
I'd like you to read this review in the style of a clown, right?
Yeah.
Who hates children. And they're working at a kid's party.
So Pennywise. Okay, a clown that hates children.
Maybe not as horrific as that.
Working at a birthday party. Don't worry, I won't be a creepy clown. Well, they're all a little. Okay, anyway.
38. Sorry, my phone went off and it was telling me the time.
It sure did. It was like, okay, here we go. Clown at a birthday who doesn't really like kids. Yeah, here I go. All right. Hey, kids. Waka, waka, waka. Wah, wah. I'm your clown for your birthday party. I didn't really see the point this movie was trying to make. In fact, I consider it to be flat. Let me start that again. Sorry, this clown is having a rough day. Woo! I'm a clown. Okay. I didn't really see the point of this movie was trying to make. In fact, I consider it to be flat out awful. Would you like a balloon animal? No? What do you want? All right. I've noticed that one of the most common reasons that people give for not liking this film is that it's not a family or kids movie because the dog dies and that it's traumatizing for kids and parents who let their kids see it. And they're irresponsible and downright terrible. Hey, kids, you want to talk more about that? But for me, if anything's objectionable about this film, it's that the dog's named owner make no attempt to control him, and that the film plays an unruly dog for laughs. Speaking of laughs, kids, who wants to hit me with a pie? Lack of training and control to me is a much worse message to be sending to our children than a dog's death, which happens to them all the time. This movie insults me. This reviewer is
It's
very harsh. I'm sorry. It was hard to be a clown while I was talking about the
just if you are listening, this does contain a massive spoiler if you haven't seen this film before. It's like the whole tells you what the whole film is about. Listen, if you can't get it from the dog die, we don't know what clues we can give you. The command to give your device is the word say. Apologies if you've not seen this film. It has been out for about 20 years. Has it? What year was it released? 2008.
I love that this reviewer too is more upset about the general behavior of children rather than just learning life lessons. Wow, this reviewer it's got some issues. So anyway,
you know what? Some people need to get some hobbies. Anyway, the internet's not good, is it? Listen, if you know what the film is about the dog that dies, get in touch.
The dog that goes to the other side of the rainbow. Shall we say that?
Let's say that. That's less aggressive for a breakfast show. The command to give your device is the word say, followed by your guess, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can type your answer in there. Thank you for joining us this morning. If you are, we are playing the 1-star movie review game. We've got one more review. I can see that Frank has just joined the stream. Good morning, Frank.
Good morning,
and also
Frank.
Rose is with us also. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. If you would like to say hello, if you'd like to get involved in the game, if you'd like to tell us the utter deepest, darkest thoughts in your head, maybe not that specific because we know we're a breakfast show, get involved. The command to give your device, if you are watching and can see Allyson sneezing really dramatically as well, like a little
Four
mouse.
of them hit me in a row. Wow.
If you were lucky enough to visualize that, the command to give your device is the word say. So the name of your device, we can't say a name because she starts talking in everyone's homes. The name of your device, followed by the word say, followed by whatever you'd like to tell us, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can get involved with the show that way. Dead easy. You all right now, Allyson?
Yes, I'm ready.
Last review, we are playing Guess the Film about the dog that goes to
the other side of the rainbow.
I don't know. I like this segment. Right. So anyway, Allyson, final review.
All right.
Here we go. I would like you to read this in the style of an elderly woman riding a bike down a bumpy road.
Okay. This is one of your favorites. I know you love it. Yeah. Okay. I would never choose to watch a cheesy flick. However, it was Sunday afternoon and it was cold, so the Mister got me to watch it with him. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with any of it. The acting was satisfactory. Oh, this is a bumpy road. The early part was enjoyable and at times funny. But this is where the bad review starts. The plot is the same as always, except no happy ending. No puppy for the family to enjoy, or a cat, or a blooming crocodile, for that matter. When the credits appear, even adults are left with an empty feeling about the film they had just experienced. I'm going down a hill.
Thank you, Allyson. Listen, that was the final review. So we have read out, or Allyson has read out, 5 reviews that people have left online for this specific film. The thing they have in common is that they've all left this review, a 1-star review. Doesn't mean it's a bad film, just means that these 5 particular people online are angry enough to go online and write a review about it. They hated it. What is the film? We know it starts a dog. We know it, but we know there's no happy ending involving the dog. But what could the film? What could it be?
What could it be? What could
it be? Here's some quick fire clues. It was released in 2008. How old were you in 2008, Allyson?
Oh, I would have been a young 57.
57. It was got 7.1 on IMDb. It starred, here's your massive clues, Owen Wilson, Jennifer Aniston, and Kathleen Turner.
That's a good lineup. That's a good
lineup. Yeah. Great lineup. Also, 22 dogs played the main dog in the movie.
How's that necessary? That many dogs.
To play one dog. There you go. What is the film? Make your final guess now. The command to give your device to make a guess is the word say. If you're watching on an Echo show, the word say followed by your guess. Yeah.
Shall I read the review? Not the review. Should I read the summary of the movie? This might help too.
I think if they don't get it from the fact that it's a sad ending involving a dog starring Jennifer Aniston and Owen Wilson, I don't think the review will work. But Allyson, read it anyway.
Here's a summary. A family learns important life lessons from their adorable but naughty and neurotic dog.
Rose! Rose has made a guess. Rose has said Marley and Me. And do you know what, Rose? Unfortunately, you were, of course, you're completely correct.
Rose. Rose, you're new and you jumped right in. So grateful. Thank you, Rose. Yes, it was Marley and Me.
Thank you for guessing, Rose. Well done. You just win our adoration. We appreciate you getting involved with the show. I've never seen Marley and Me because I'm going to sneeze. Because I'm allergic. I'm allergic now.
The moment she starts talking about dogs. Achoo. Yeah, I never saw Marley and Me either because it's kind of like I don't have kids and it strikes me as a bit of a child's film.
Well, I know what happens at the ending because everyone, I mean, we've told you now on this show, but everyone sort of knew what happened. So, yeah, I don't want to watch it because I've got a dog and it makes me sad thinking about him going away. So I've always avoided it, but I'm sure it's a fun film. Thank you, Rose. Well done. You are our first winner of the day on
Well
Backchannel.
done, Rose. You haven't seen it either, but you made a good guess. Rose, for not seeing the movie, well done for guessing it.
Yeah, but it's sort of like that film that everyone knows what happens at the end. You don't have to watch it to know what happens. You know what I mean?
Well, I didn't know what happened. I didn't know the doggy went to the other side of the rainbow. I did not. No.
Okay.
They didn't make a horror movie version of that film, so I have not seen it.
Yeah. If you've just joined us, Allyson only watches horrors for such a polite disposition. She's got a real creepy side to her, haven't you?
I do. I like hip hop and R&B and horror movies. Yeah.
Listen, if you've just joined us, like Rose, and I can see Frank's joined the stream. Thank you. Well done, Rose. You are our first winner of the day, and you go on our leaderboard. I mean, it's only you on there, Rose, but well done. Now we are going to talk about the news stories that have been happening around the world here on the Hayley and Allyson show. We like to look at news stories that are a little bit different. We don't like to just talk about the old Rona. We like to branch out. And apologies.
These are great. These are great stories today. Are you okay talking about the first one, Hayley?
Well, yeah. Now, I just want to put a disclaimer out. If you are eating your breakfast or you have a sensitive stomach, just bear that in mind with this story. You might want to turn it down because this story is in the metro.co.uk and about a man who's been eating raw meat for 78 days straight to see how long he can survive. What people have, do you know what? People need to get jobs and aspirations. Eating raw meat for 78 days is a man called, what's his name? It doesn't say. Doesn't actually say his name. Probably doesn't want to be known for eating that. I'm a vegetarian, by the way, which is why Allyson was like, are you okay reading this? A man, it doesn't actually say his name, which is really bizarre, but he basically has been eating raw meat for 78 days and putting it all online on Instagram, the raw meat experience, if you want to see pictures of it. Why you would, I do not know. Let's just go back to avocado on toast pictures and nice brunches. But yeah, he's been eating it raw meat every single day and documenting it. And so far, he's not had food poisoning, which is a miracle, really, isn't it?
Shocking, because he's had fish, he's had ground beef. He says at this point, believe it or not, ground beef has become his favorite. He's like, I never thought I'd say this, but at this point, ground raw beef is his favorite.
Imagine like if he was your partner and you were going out for a meal together and then you go to a nice restaurant. He's like, yeah, just don't. How would you like your steak? Just put it on the plate. Just nothing.
Just right like that. And you can say, and he washes it down with raw eggs and is it unpasteurized milk? So basically, I think this guy is trying to do the like we used to eat, right? Like cavemen, like raw meat, raw eggs. Yeah. So far, so good, he says.
He's definitely single, isn't he? He is definitely single. There's no way that he's doing that and he's in a relationship. Because if I came home and my partner was just eating like a cow on the floor, I'd be like, get out of the house.
Yeah, we are done.
This is not something. Can you take a mint? Can you have a mint? There you go. Apologies for that story. If you're eating your breakfast, we do apologise. Or if you're him and you're eating raw meat, sort your head out. Right. So next story, you might want to do this one, Allyson. We spoke about clowns before.
Yeah, and this one is quite creepy, and I do appreciate it. So, a family creeped out and scared after a sinister clown was painted in their garden. So, this was in, let me find out exactly where it is. The sinister artwork shows a clown holding a candle on one side and inscribed with a Bible passage on the other. This mysteriously appeared in the Belfast family's back garden last week. So basically, mom took kids to school, went out, great, came back, and there was a creepy clown with like a Bible inscription, basically like painted on the stone. And what is the creepiest thing is they've chosen the stone that is looking right into the kitchen window. So, like right where someone would see it. There we go. There's the creepy clown.
If you
Producer
can see
Will.
that is a candle he's holding, just to clarify that.
Yeah. Super, super creepy. I'm trying to find the Bible scripture, but basically it was something to the effect of like,
Let there be light or something like that. It's meant to
Yeah.
be a positive message, but yeah, I mean, really weird. Like I think I'd move house.
Well, and well, what's really creepy is in the back garden, they don't live like it's not easy to get to their back garden. They're like someone would have to like jump the fence, hike down, get so it's really out of the way. So this person has like gone out of their way, gone there. The other thing too is I'd be asking my neighbors, like, has anyone else had a clown painted anywhere in
Well,
their
they said they have, and no one has. No neighbors have heard anything. It's got to be one of the neighbors, isn't it? I tell you what I think has happened there, right? One of the neighbors has been given a horrible painting by a relative, right? And they've gone, oh, God, we need to get rid of this, but we can't put it in the bin because if the bin men take it, could end up. So what they've done is just thrown it over into the neighbor's garden.
And they're like, ah, yeah. It's but it is a really creepy.
I'm trying to think of things. I've never had anything like that in my back garden. We usually have I tell you what, someone's tent blew over into our back garden once. We had a tent just in our garden one morning when we woke up. You have chickens in your garden, don't you, from next door sometimes?
Yeah, they got a couple of roosters next door, and so I don't know why.
They had a wood in a city centre. That just sounds like the right place to have it.
Perfect sense to have a couple of but one rooster is really sad when he tries to like do the cockle-doodle-doo. He even knows he's like we're like, oh, sorry, buddy. But yeah, we do have roosters. But yeah, creepy. As clowns are creepy in general. I've always found them a little eerie, spooky. Are you a clown person, Hayley?
I'm not scared of them, but I don't particularly like them either. I wouldn't want to wake up with one on the end of my bed. I'd put it that way.
Or painted on a stone in your garden.
I
And
wouldn't be happy with that. I wouldn't be happy with that. My house would be up for sale. Listen, if you've ever had anything unusual in your garden, not a euphemism, we're talking actual things, get involved. The command to give your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv. Rose, I can see you are in New York. Is that correct? If so, anything unusual ever been on your doorstep?
You live in New York. I mean, we should actually ask you, does anything normal happen in a day where you are? Rose, is just everything. Yeah, New York. It's wild there. Hey, very exciting. You get desensitized after a while. You're like, yeah, I mean, there's a man juggling on a unicycle, but that's Fred. We see him every morning. Tons of great stuff. But Hayley, all right, next one. Do you have a story about maybe something in Scotland?
I do actually. It's funny you should mention that, Allyson, because messages in a bottles are still a thing. Messages in bottles getting thrown into the sea, still a thing. I just thought they were in fairy tales, but they're not. A bottle from Scotland in Rose's foot. Nothing surprises me anymore.
I bet, Rose. I bet.
You remember that video that went viral of the mouse in New York with a slice of pizza just dragging it down the stairs? It was one of the best things I've ever seen. Just a full slice of pizza. This mouse. All New Yorkers are walking past going, yeah.
The mouse is just, it's kind of like a sidetrack. Sorry, speaking of mice. In London, very similar to New York, I'm sure, like the tube. And they decided to make the tubes 24 or like go really late on the weekends. So they changed the rules. And I remember being like at 3 a.m. and the mice are on like a schedule, right? So all of a sudden, it was like all these mice came up and came onto the platform level because they're not used to people being there at that time, right? And you just saw these mice looking around like, what are you guys? What are you doing here? But like, it didn't faze them. They still like were walking around, people looking for their scraps of food. They're like, no, 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 this is our time right now. I was amazed because it was like literally they were down and then all of a sudden they just came up and I was like, they must have like clocks, like, within
Yeah.
them that are like, boop, boop, this is our time to go above. And just the way they looked at people like, get out of my way. What are you doing here? Like, very funny. Very funny.
Very arrogant. Very arrogant.
Very arrogant. Yeah.
But there we go. We are talking about a message in a bottle from Scotland, which reached Norway 25 years later. Yes, a message in a bottle launched by a young girl in Scotland in the 1990s was found 25 years later by a woman walking on a Norwegian beach with her young son. Rosa said, by the way, mice in New York are gangsters. They are, aren't they? They've got to be. They've really got to be. So we're talking messages in a bottles now. We'll get back to New York in a bit. Actually, Rose, I've got those questions for you. But Elijah Elijah is the name of the boy who found it, which was walking with his mum on the beach when they found a letter in the bottle. They opened the bottle and they discovered the note had been written in 1996 by a young girl named Joanna Buchan. The letter said the bottle was thrown into the water from a fishing boat off the coast of Peterhead, and it was part of a school project. Isn't that nice? Got found.
I do love that. And when she said when she found it, so she got the note, like eventually the person gave it. And she was like, it was really interesting to look back on like and read the letter that she basically, because you write what your thoughts are, what's going on in your life at that time and all that sort of thing. And she was like, it was really interesting to read about what was important to me at that point in my life when I was a teenager or what was, and I thought,
I'd be so mortified if I'd wrote a note when I was 16 and then someone's reading it 25 years later. I'd be cringing, wouldn't you?
I like to think that I'd be different, but I'd probably be complaining about the same things.
What would you be boys?
Boys, why doesn't he like me? Why does he look? Why don't my parents understand me? Why don't they accept what it is I want to do with my life? I love drama. Yeah, it would be boys. It would be nothing
It'd
but
be
boys.
really cringe, though, wouldn't it? I don't even like looking at stuff I wrote like a couple of years ago, let alone when I was 16. Luckily, it wasn't anything too bad. But yeah, maybe we should do that. Although we'd probably get done for littering if we threw a bottle in the ocean now, wouldn't you?
You would think we could do like a time capsule. We could bury a time capsule somewhere.
And what would be in it?
Well,
Hayley and Allyson show mug.
Yeah, we could put a mug. We could put a pair of glasses. Yeah, exactly. I got an extra 6 pair behind me. We can throw those in.
It would look real sinister if someone just took up a mug and a pair of glasses. It'd be like we were trying to hide a body, wouldn't it? We put a sweater in. No, just leave let's put actual things in. We're talking the news stories this morning. Thank you for joining us. If you would like to say hello, like Rose has done, and tell us that mice in New York are gangsters, then get involved. The command to give your device is the word say or go to Backchannel.tv on your phone. Get involved with the show. Producer Will. I suppose, Will, you have a story about TikTokers making the largest cake pop by any chance?
Do you mean like TikTokers team up to make the world's largest cake pop?
That would be real.
I've got an article with that exact headline. Funnily enough, Hayley.
That is amazing. Thanks, Will.
What are the chances? I couldn't have put it together last night if I tried. Yeah, so this is from a pair of popular TikTokers. You're not on TikTok, are you, Allyson?
No, but I do watch TikTok stuff. It's, you know what I mean? It shows up on all social media
You can't
streams.
not see it. If you're on any kind of social media, you're going to see a TikTok or two.
TikTok video, yeah.
I go straight to the source. I spend a lot of time on TikTok. In the morning.
TikTok your main one? Is that your main one that you go to? Like when you're scrolling.
If
slowly.
I'm trying to procrastinate, if I should be working, the chances are I'm looking at TikTok. But I'm also like, I think Twitter's probably my main one. Anyway, a pair of popular TikTokers teamed up to make the world's largest cake pop.
Have you ever had a cake pop?
No, I haven't.
Did you know what a cake pop was before this?
Yes, I did. It's just like cake on a stick. It's just like a sphere of cake.
Like a bite of cake, a little tiny nibble of a cake, basically.
I think
what's the point? I say, exactly?
Yeah, what's the point? Says I as well. This cake pop is nearly 100 pounds in weight, and it's the biggest one ever created. They met up in Cambridge to make the 97-pound Cambridge, Massachusetts, the 97-pound 8.52 ounce cake pop, 32 boxes of cake mix. 5.5 cartons of egg, 16 cups of oil, 16 blocks of cream cheese, 10 bags of powdered sugar, water, two sticks of butter doesn't seem like a lot.
It doesn't. Compared to all that, they're like, and 2 sticks of butter. I was like, that's it.
That seems like 32 bucks of cake mix, but only 2. Okay. 5 cups of rainbow sprinkles and 6 teaspoons of of meringue powder. Wow. So yeah, the world's biggest cake pop. It broke the world record, 50 inches in circumference, and it was on a 33-inch stick. Because otherwise, I don't think it counts as a cake pop unless it's on a stick.
It has to be on a stick. And they say stick, but it's actually like piping. Like
Yeah. It's like a piece of
industrial plumbing
PVC.
piping.
Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah.
And what's good is that they said that none of it is going to go to waste, even though
I was going to say, they said that they're like donating it. They've given it to people. They've put some in the freezer.
We took it to friends, family, medical aids, and the sports team. We also saved some in our freezer for snacking through the holiday season. None's going to waste. And they even had some left. They had 50 boxes of cake mix left over, which they said is going to a local food bank. So I don't know how much they thought that they were going to need. But
How much do you... And they had like a an actual, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a mold, a big cake pop mold built. It's quite incredible, actually, to be honest.
It is pretty good because like a regular cake pop is just like the size of like a Brussels sprout, isn't it?
Yeah.
But this one is pretty huge.
Like the size of 5 heads is what it looks like. 5 heads. Also, at one point they had to melt the cream cheese. I don't know if I watched the video of the making of the cake pop because I did. And so they had to melt the cream cheese. Yeah, of course I watched it. I was like, I don't want to read. Let me see what happened. So they had to melt the cream cheese because cream cheese goes into the cake pop. So it's part of the inside of the cake pop. So at one point he had like basically a flamethrower and it was like a big glass bowl. And he was just like flamethrowing, heating up. We had to heat up the cream cheese. So it looked pretty cool. I was like, oh, this is a fun project.
And this is what I like about whenever they do massive cooking projects like this on a huge scale is that they use like they'll use like a cement mixer and whatever
That's what they
else.
did. Yeah, they had a
All that kind
cement
of thing.
mixer to like blend everything. And it
Yeah,
took
yeah.
a long time. You could see. I was like, oh, this is quite a process. I kept thinking, is it really going to bake all the way through? Like, how do you know?
That's a good question. And how do you need a pretty big oven?
Yeah, they didn't show that part. They didn't show going in the oven. I wonder what oven they used.
Oh, do you know what? I bet the cake was already. Hayley's here. I just want to talk about cake. I've taken over the show. It's now the cake show. They'll have baked individual normal-sized cakes.
Yeah.
And then, like,
Put them together
the
and cut
cooked
them.
cake, and then smushed it together with the cream cheese.
That's exactly what they did. You are right. They pre-made the cake. Then I watched the video, and then they broke it up, and then they added the cream cheese. That's what.
So by the
binds all
time
the
it's
cakes.
formed into one big cake pop,
Yeah.
it's already made.
Finished now, Will?
Just about. I've got some more things to say about sprinkles, but I'll save that till tomorrow.
Thanks, producer Will. It's producer Will there doing it. We've just covered the news stories. Thanks for joining us. If you have, I can see Walter has joined us. Good morning, Walter. This is the Hayley and Allyson show. We are here until 8 a.m. this morning. We have shows here all day on Backchannel, by the way. So stick around. The wonderful Liv Harrison is next. I can see that Doug has joined us. Morning, Doug. We've missed you. It's time for your riddle of the day soon. But hey, Allyson, shall I tell you what's coming up in the next hour of the show?
Hayley, let the people know what's going on.
Well, I think I will go. Just shook my computer. Coming up in the next hour of the show, we're going to be having a game of Who Am I? Not talking about me, although many people say that when I walk on stage. We are going to be talking about James Blunt. He's one of my favourites on Twitter, and I'm sure it'll be one of yours. We're going to end the show on a game of competitive true or false. It's our favourite section of the show and yours. So stick around, get involved. We are here till 8 a.m.
You have reached the Hayley and Allyson show with producer Will.
There you go. Listen, get involved with the show. If you would like to say hello, the way to do so, the command is the word say. I can't get my words out this morning. It's the end of January. It's been a very long month, Allyson.
I know, honey. It really has. But I got to say, you do a great job. You do a great job of giving. You see what happened. What I have to do is write down exactly as you said. You're very professional.
Thanks, Allyson.
You
The
steer the
glasses.
ship. You steer the ship. Without you, the ship is just...
Yeah, I steer the ship into the iceberg. Listen, Doug has joined us. Doug, by the way. Hi, Doug. Thank you for joining us. Doug is a regular listener of the show, and Doug's decided, right? And this is how laid back we are here on the Hayley and Allyson show. Doug has said, "Do you know what? I'm going to give you a riddle of the day every day," and we're like, "Do you know what?
Great.
Doug? We're struggling for content. You can do that." So, Doug, if you have a riddle for today, let us know, Doug, and we will read that out. If you would like to give yourself a segment on the Hayley and Allyson show, you can do it as long as it's appropriate.
Let us know. We've got a new listener, Rose, and she actually chose the movie this time. She guessed the movie. Oh goodness. Here we go. Doug's riddle.
Right.
See if this is
riddle. If you, Allyson, if you would like to make a guess as to what the answer is to Doug's riddle, then do so. The command to give your device is the word "say" or go to backchannel.tv. Would you like to read out Doug's riddle, Allyson?
Yes. See what you think of this, Rose. Here we go. I have a foot but no leg. I am taller than most buildings. I have a foot but no leg. I am taller than most buildings.
I don't know this one. It's too early in the morning for me. Producer Will's usually quite good at riddles. Producer Will, if you know it, then let us know. If you know it, if you know the answer to Doug's riddle, then get involved. The riddle was, I have a foot but no leg. I am taller than most buildings. Let us know. Let us know if you know the answer to that. Get involved. The command to give your device is the word "say" or go to backchannel.tv. Producer Will, do you know the answer to this one, by the way?
Is it a flagpole? Do you think it's a flagpole or a... I don't know if it has a foot, though. I have a foot, but no leg. I am taller.
I like the way we can always hear Producer Will before we see him come in.
Sometimes you hear him getting agitated.
Sorry, I'm not. It's Monday. No, I don't know. I have a foot but no leg. Like Bigfoot? I don't know. No, he has legs. Bigfoot has legs. I don't know. Doug, I don't know. You've stumped me today.
Doug, we're stumped. Anyone out there listening? Do you have any ideas? Any thoughts?
Anything. Listen, we're going to move on now. We're going to play a game of Who Am I? But in the meantime, if you know the answer to Doug's riddle, then get involved with the show. I'm having a few. For some reason, when Producer Will comes in, it kicks me out. I think he's doing that on purpose. So I can't hear at the minute. Here we go. Doug said, the clue is you climb on me. Now, I'm not sure if this is appropriate for breakfast radio, but make a guess. I have no foot, but I have a foot, but no leg. I am taller than most buildings. Is it like the Empire State? What do you think, Ali?
The clue is you climb. I'm like, a stool? No. Ladder? No.
Taller than most buildings. A stool. What furniture have you got in your house? Anyway, we're going to crack on. We'll come back to Doug's riddle very, very shortly.
I have a giant stool in my house. Okay.
We are going to play a new game now. It's called Who Am I? Who Am I? And when myself and Allyson, if you didn't know, we're stand-up comedians, and sometimes people say that when we walk on stage. Who are you? But we're not talking about ourselves. We're talking about celebrity. Walter has said hello. Good morning, Walter. Thank you for joining us.
Hi,
if
Walter.
you know the answer to Doug's riddle, let us know. He said a tape measure. Is that correct, Doug? Walter.
Oh, tape measure.
I have a foot,
guess,
but
Walter.
no leg. I am taller than most buildings. What could the
And it
answer
starts
be?
with M, he said. It starts with the letter M.
Mountain.
Not a tape measure. Mountain. Hayley said mountain. It's not a tape measure. Good job. Sheila has just joined the stream. Good morning, Sheila. We are happy to have you. We are just about to try a new game, Sheila, which is very exciting. I can
Doug
tell
said
you
I am
Hayley
correct.
is correct. It's a mountain.
If you've just joined us, like Sheila, Doug, we were doing Doug's riddle. Doug is a regular listener of the show, and he thought, you know what? I'm going to give myself a section of the show, and we allow that because we're struggling for content. So Doug has said, I have a foot but no leg. I am taller than most buildings. I guessed a mountain, and I was right. What's my prize?
Hayley,
What's
good
my
job.
prize?
She's
But
very
now
competitive. All right.
we are going to play a new game here on the Hayley and Allyson show called Who Am I? Who am I? We're going to read out a series of clues. We want you to guess who the celebrity is. We're going to give you 10 clues. Can you guess the celebrity? quickest one to guess it. I mean, you don't win anything. You could win a song of Allyson June Smith today. I'm going to bring that back. What I used to do is make Allyson sing a song to the winner, just for my own amusement. And you give her words you want in the song. So we'll do that again. Great prize, limited edition, available nowhere else in the world because no one wants it. You want to win a song specially written by Allyson June Smith, then get involved. By the way, I can tell you that Alyson's favourite song is the Thong Song by Cisco. So that's the level of lyrics you're going to be getting.
It is. It's my guilty pleasure. I have no problem telling the world that. Dun, 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 dun. It's so good. Okay. All right.
Okay. But who is this celebrity? Make a guess at any point. The way to do so, like Walter, like Rose, and like Doug. If you are watching on an Echo show, is the word say followed by your guess, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can get involved with the show that way. So, who am I? Question number 1. This celebrity's I play the flute. If you can get it from that, you're probably a stalker looking through the window watching them play the flute. But if you can get it from that, let us know. Make a guess. This celebrity plays the flute. It's just a sideways recorder, isn't it?
It is. I tried to play the flute in middle school. I took band for 1 year. I never learned.
I can imagine you in band. I don't know why I can just.
I was awful at it. I tried to play the flute for 1 year. It didn't click with me. I would just copy the fingering from the guy in front of me. I'd be like, maybe, whatever he's doing, I will try. I got a 50 in band. He was kind enough to pass me, but I was not good at band. Yeah.
I used to play the cornet. Terrible.
Hey.
My poor mother. I think my mum will be like, really want my daughter to start playing a music instrument so she can have revenge, because I used to play that in my room and it'd be like, oh, I was so bad. Rose's guest, is it Lizzo? Oh, we will tell you shortly, Rose. Thank you for making a guess. First one in there. Who is the celebrity? Chanel has joined the stream. Good morning, Chanel. We are playing Who Am I? And we are giving you 10 clues to guess who the celebrity is. So this celebrity says, I play the flute. They also have type 1 diabetes. I don't know why we're giving you medical information.
But there we go. Type 1 diabetes.
real. It's like stuff that you wouldn't say on a speed date. They say, I mean, they're not saying this, but who is a celebrity? I have dual US and UK citizenship.
Oh, did not know that about this one.
Yeah, I can't say the word citizenship. But this celebrity plays the flute. They have type 1 diabetes. They have dual US and UK citizenship. I was the editor of my school newspaper and prom queen. Doesn't surprise me that they were a prom queen.
There we go. Yeah.
And in 2002, I became the first Black woman to win the Academy Award for Best Actress. Huge clue.
I mean, huge clue. Huge clue. Huge clue. Huge clue.
Could you say that anymore?
Huge clue.
Who is the celebrity? The command to give your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. Allyson, were you at what? Do you know, like, because we don't have this over here. Well, they didn't have this over here when I was younger. But yearbooks. Did you win anything in your yearbook? Was like person most likely to do this?
Oh yeah. What I think I put in one of my yearbooks, in my middle school yearbook, I put most likely to become a drama teacher, which I did. I did become a drama teacher. Yeah, no, there wasn't. I mean, my best friend in high school was a valedictorian. I never knew I'm trying to think. I don't think there was a prom king or queen. We didn't do that sort of thing. We did have like a prom, like a grad prom, but
yeah.
Well,
what's the issue, William?
I have my yearbook to hand.
Oh!
And I was voted most likely to make $1 million.
From marrying someone who's a millionaire?
Most likely to get a rich husband.
That's brilliant.
I mean,
most likely to get $1 million. Wow, make $1 million.
Let's see your picture in your yearbook, Will.
I'm going to try and find it. It's from quite a long time ago.
Okay, find it and then pop back in and we'll have a little look
I'll
at
disappear.
Will's little face. Most likely to make $1 millionaire.
Oh, I love Will. I love it. You're like, it's from quite a long time ago. Oh.
Yeah, but it doesn't say what currency it could be in, because sometimes £1 million in different currencies.
It's like 50p.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Here we go.
Oh, look at his cute little
Will,
face.
look at you. Don't age at all. You are like Benjamin Button, getting younger.
It doesn't age, Allyson, because it's from like 2 years ago, that yearbook.
Exactly, I know.
It's from 2012.
Oh, bless him. Producer Will there.
Anyway, there you go.
Thanks, producer Will. We're playing Who Am I? Rose has guessed if we're talking about Lizzo. Sheila has said, is it Viola Davis? Oh, good guesses, but we will let you know very, very shortly. We're going to give you a few more clues. Just so you know, you can tell us anything on this show because Doug has said, I got my haircut this weekend. So, Doug, we hope you've had a lovely haircut.
Doug, I hope the haircut worked out really well. It's easy to style and yeah.
Allyson had one last week. It's quite the trend now.
It really is.
I need one. But here we go. Who is the celebrity? Let us know. There are 2 Barbie dolls in this celebrity's likeness.
Oh.
They turned down the role of Annie in Speed, which went to Sandra Bullock. My breakthrough role was the movie Boomerang with Eddie Murphy. And one more clue. I was the first actress to accept a Golden Raspberry Award in person for the worst actress. That takes some doing, doesn't it?
Good for her. Why not,
Yeah.
right? If you're going to be like, here it is. I'm here to get my raspberry.
Let's give you one more clue, actually. Sorry, yeah. Allyson. I was a Bond girl in Die Another Day opposite Pierce Brosnan. But who is the celebrity?
Who is the amazing actress that plays the flute and has 2 Barbies in her likeness?
I didn't know that.
That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. How lovely.
You know Barbies, I talk about this in my new show. Barbie's had over 200 jobs.
Yeah, Barbie's done everything.
Do you know she's been a Canadian Mountie? Did you know that?
No, I did not know that. I did not.
She has. I might buy you that for your birthday. It's Allison's birthday coming up in February. I'm going to get you Canadian Mountie Barbie.
Barbie, Talking Barbie, do you know what some of, because this is the controversy with Talking Barbie, do you know what some of the first statements that Talking Barbie said? So you'd pull the little string or push the button, I forget what it was.
Where's Ken? What did she say?
She said, I like boys. And then the second statement, she said, I think math is hard.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
but this is years ago, everyone.
Stereotype, but completely correct, though it is.
It is hard.
It is. Sheila has made a guess. She said, is it Halle Berry? Listen, Sheila, we've given you the 10 clues. We'll just repeat them in case anyone else wants to make a guess, and then we will tell you the answer. This celebrity plays a flute. They have type 1 diabetes. They have dual US and UK citizenship. I always get jealous of people who have that because when you land in the airport and they can just walk straight through.
Oh, yes, I do know that feeling.
Yeah,
it's very fun. Yep.
I was the editor of my school newspaper and prom. They were prom queen. In 2002, became the first Black actress to win the Academy Award for Best Actress. There are 2 Barbie dolls in their likeness. I turned down the role of Annie in Speed. Their breakthrough role was the movie Boomerang with Eddie Murphy. They were the first actress to accept a Golden Raspberry Award in person. And they were a Bond girl in Die Another Day opposite Pierce Brosnan. Make your guess. You've got 10 seconds to do so before we reveal the answer. The way to do so, the command to give your device is the word say, followed by your guess like Sheila has done, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can type a guess in there. I don't know why I'm talking like that.
It sounded like you were stifling a yawn. It sounded like you were doing an Allyson.
You haven't yawned today, actually, Allyson. It's really.
I've yawned several times. I'm just getting very good at hiding it, everyone.
Real professional. Listen, we can tell you who is the celebrity. Sheila has guessed and Rose guessed, and we can tell you that Sheila, with your guess of Halle Berry, you are absolutely correct. Well done,
bang on. Although, Rose, I got to be with you. When I heard flute, I was like, Lizzo, because Lizzo is the most famous flute player that I know of at this point.
I didn't know Lizzo. She's so talented. I didn't know she played the flute.
Oh, yeah. She'll pull it out on stage during the concerts, and she, like, hardcore plays the flute. Like, yeah, she's a good little flute player. Yeah. Yeah, Lizzo.
Know that.
But Halle Berry is also a flute player, everyone. Sheila, great guess. Thank you so much. Now, Sheila, Hayley has offered you a song written by me.
Oh, yes, I completely forgot I'd done that.
I know, I was going to move on from that, but then I was like, we did say it.
Let's do it. Sheila, you won the prize. If you wish to claim it, you don't have to, Sheila.
Really, you don't have to. It's fine, Sheila, by no means do you.
Allyson, we'll write you a song if you give her 3 words. There can be 3 random words. Make them as difficult as you want because it's more amusing for me, Sheila. Give her 3 words now. Say to your device whatever words you would like Allyson to include in your song, and she'll write that song within about an unreasonable amount of time that I'm going to give her, Sheila. So we'll let Sheila, if she's still with us, if she hasn't gone, she doesn't want to claim a prize. Let us know.
It's absolutely fine. No pressure, Sheila.
It's absolutely fine. Listen, give Allyson 3 words. She will pop them in a song and she will sing that, Sheila. That's the sort of content you are getting here this morning on the Hayley and Allyson show. Sheila
No
says
problem.
she's thinking about the words. Listen, she doesn't want to take it. Don't rush it, Sheila, because
No.
it's really not worth it. Marnie has joined us. Good morning, Marnie.
Good morning,
Very
Marnie.
shortly, we will be talking about James Blunt before we head into our competitive game of true or false. Also, later on, we're going to be having a little chat with the lovely Liv Harrison and find out what's coming up in her show. And
That's what's going on. That's what's going on.
While we're waiting for Sheila's words to come in, I'll start doing our little chat. James Blunt is one of my favourite people, by the way, on Twitter. If you don't know who he is, he's the singer who sung You're Beautiful, numerous songs that you would know. And he always responds to trolls on Twitter in the funniest way. And here are some examples of that. So there's an article at Music Plus Sport. And here are the favourite tweets. And I need to read ahead just in case there's any rude ones. So give me a second on that. Someone tweeted James Blunt and said, James Blunt has had his 15 minutes of fame and disappeared. And he's seen that. And he replied back, even less than that. The song was only 3 minutes and 30 seconds long. Funny, isn't he?
He's
very funny man.
Very funny. And in fact, just so you know, I also read that, and Sheila has given me 3 words. So I am going to be a little distracted. She's giving me coffee, chocolate, and friends. So, Hayley, I'm going to let you chat about James Blunt. But a side little note about James Blunt. This is how cool James Blunt is. Not only does he, reply to trolls with like funny, nice, he sometimes will just search out James Blunt to see what people have said about him. So even if they don't directly tweet, he still just likes to find something and he'll just search James Blunt. And then if he reads something, he'll respond to it. So even if they're not like at James Blunt, sometimes he will just find a tweet and be like, oh, well, like what was the one, You're Beautiful. I think someone was insulting that. And he came back and he was like, well, all your moms didn't mind the song. And I was like, oh my God, James Blunt, you are hysterical. Very funny, guys. I'm going to be distracted while I write a song for a moment here, Hayley.
Okay, just explain what's happening with Allyson. So Sheila won the Guess the Celebrity game. So she gets a personalised song from Allyson June Smith. There is quite no prize like it because no one wants it. But Sheila has given Allyson 3 words to include in a song. The words, let's get the word Sheila in there as well, because personalised song. So the words are coffee, chocolate, and friends. Allyson is currently going to have a reasonable amount of time to write that song. We will be doing that very shortly. But in the meantime, let's talk James Blunt. So I'm looking at the tweets that people have tweeted James Blunt, often not very nice, and he responds really, really funny. And someone tweeted James Blunt saying, I cannot stand James Blunt. Now, this is one that he searched himself. So he searched for his own name. They've not tagged him in it. And he's put, have a seat. I have that effect on people. Sometimes people, I always find it weird when people copy you into the tweet when they're being horrible about you. They're like, you don't need to do that. I don't need to see that. Happened a few times to me. Anyway, James Blunt, but if you thought 2016 was bad, I'm releasing an album in 2017. Now, the reason James Blunt is trending at the minute, because there's been a lot of controversy around, to get my words out, Spotify, because some musicians have removed their albums and their music because of Joe Rogan's podcast, because they're saying it's giving out false information about the vaccines. So I think it is Neil Young and Joni Mitchell. But in retaliation to that as well, James Blunt has threatened to release new music on Spotify in protest against Joe Rogan's podcast. So that's why he's been trending at the minute. So we've just been looking at some of the best tweets that he's done in reply to people being horrible about him. I'm just looking at him now. Does someone's tweeted him saying, does anyone else hate James Blunt's voice? I can't stand it. And then James replied, I never liked the sound of my own voice until it made me rich. Oh, beautiful. I wish I was as witty as him when it comes to people being horrible. I just cry and mute them. That's what I do. But if you do want to follow me on Twitter, do so at Hales_Ellis. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. If you are, we're going to be playing True or False very, very shortly. We're also going to be having a chat with the lovely Liv Harrison as her show is coming up. Thank you for joining us. If you would like to say hello, like Doug, let us know if you've had a haircut this weekend. The command to give your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv. Just make my own jingle sound. Allyson, how are you getting on with Sheila's song?
I'm almost done.
Okay. Allyson is currently writing Sheila a song from Florida. Sheila won the competition. So, you believe it or not, this is the prize you get for winning. Allyson is writing a song for Sheila, including the words coffee, chocolate, and friends, and the name Sheila. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go.
As
Sheila,
always, Sheila, I don't quite have the tune worked out. It kind of just formulates as we go. Okay.
just to let you know, reiterate, this is a prize. Okay.
Okay. Hey, Sheila, you won today. Celebrate with coffee and cake, maybe sticky toffee. We're so grateful you're one of our friends. Please stay with the show till the end. How's that?
Lovely. Sticky toffee. Love, never heard that done. Well done, Sheila. Sure you'll be singing that all day.
Hey,
But now,
Sheila. Yeah, moving on. Thank you, Sheila. We love
thank
you.
you, Sheila. Well done. It's your prize. She said that was
Ah,
great.
cheers. That was great.
You know what,
Thanks,
Sheila? You've
Sheila.
got to be one of the most politest people we've ever had. Listen, it's now time for competitive true or false. Myself and Allyson go head to head in the Squid Game, like a game of true or false. If you would like to get involved and be on the official score sheet, which Allyson is basically scribbling on Alyson's pad, get involved. Make a guess, true or false. That's all you need to do. The command to give your device, if you're watching on an Echo show, is the word say, followed by true or false, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can make your guess there. Get involved. We need your help. Allyson, first question for you.
All right, do it. Hit me.
True or false? The number of dice stacked on a cat's paw. Hang on.
The record. Yeah.
I was going to say, what? The record for the number. There is an actual record for this in the Guinness World Book of Records. The record for the number of dice stacked on a cat's paw is 10. Now, the reason we're talking about record, it's a theme today. Sorry, I should have said that up front. So earlier we read a story in our news stories about TikTokers who teamed up to make the world's largest cake, according to the Guinness Book of Records. So all of these have a Guinness World Book of Records theme. So true or false? The record for the number of dice stacked on a cat's paw is 10. True or false? If you'd like to make a guess, the command to give your device is the word say, followed by your guess, or go to backchannel.tv. If you are a cat, it's dead easy to get involved because you don't even need to move your paw to text in. You can keep the dice there. The command is the word say, followed by your guess, or go to backchannel.tv. The record for the number of dice stacked on a cat's paw is 10. Allyson, is that true or is it false? I'm going to need your answer.
I'm going to say false. Cats are not big on having their paws touched. So I can't imagine that they would just allow you to balance 10 die on top of their paw. So I'm going to say, I think that is false. I think it is less.
I mean, dice are hard to stack anyway, aren't they? Really?
Very hard.
On a flat surface, let alone. But let us know. What do you think is Allyson Rice? Allyson Rice? Allyson Wright. Oh, I need a coffee.
Woo!
Woo! Good morning. Get in touch. Let us know. What do you think? Allyson said false. The record for the number of dice or die stacked on a cat's paw is 10. Is that true or is it false? Sheila is saying she agrees with you, Allyson.
Yeah, she's saying false. And then Marty put, yes, there are some weird cats. Yeah, Marty, there are some weird cats out there. There are.
But Marnie, are you saying true or are you saying false?
Is it true or false? True or false?
Sheila's saying false. Allyson saying false. Let us know your answer.
Anyone else who wants to get involved? Sheila, I'll write you down on the official score sheet.
You really pick up this score sheet. It's just a piece of paper, Allyson. Marnie is saying that's true.
Okay, so Marnie says true. Sheila and I are saying false. Marnie is on true. Marnie, I'm going to add you to the official score
Doug
sheet.
is still with us. Tim, are you out there in the Ethernet? The command to give your device is the word say, followed by your guess, or go to backchannel.tv. I'm just looking, right? The problem with doing this show, just while we're waiting for a few more answers to come through, is high definition cameras when you have tied eyes. I keep looking at myself and a little tear. Here we go. Rose has got in touch. She thinks that's false.
Rose
She's
thinks
like
it's
you.
false as well.
She's on the false train with you and Sheila. Barney's saying true.
She's on the false caboose. We're all on the false caboose, false train. Boop boop. We say false, except for Marnie. She's on the true train. Okay.
Shall I give the answer?
Yeah, let's do it. Tim and Doug, jump on board, but we're going to start off. We're going to do this one right away. So what do we think? Hayley, what is the correct answer?
Okay, Allyson, the question was, the record for the number of dice or die stacked on a cat's paw is 10. I can tell you, Marnie, you are completely correct because it is true.
Marty, well done.
There he is. Look, oh my days. That is one arrogant cat. If you can see on an Echo show, we're putting a picture of that up. It doesn't look real. That looks photoshopped.
Wow.
It looks like the James Bond of cats. He's like, good morning, Mrs. Moneypenny. Look at my dice. What?
Look at that.
Do you know what? I can't even get my friend. I looked after my friend's cat. Couldn't even get him to eat a bowl of food, let alone have 10 dice on his paw. But there you go. Yeah, it was BB.
Wow.
And his owner from Malaysia managed to stack a total of 10 dice on his paw. It doesn't look real. Don't believe it. There we go. But well done, Marnie. Completely
Good
correct.
job. Marnie, on it. You're on it. All right. I love that we have new players today. This is very exciting. All right. Hayley, true or false? The record of the most inflatable unicorns blown up in 2 minutes is 9. Again, let me repeat that. The record number of inflatable unicorns blown up in 2 minutes is 9.
That's because whenever I've seen an inflatable unicorn, and let's be honest, it's only on holiday in the pool, they're usually quite big. So it depends on size, really, doesn't it?
Sure,
So if they're
yeah.
small, then you could blow. I can't even blow up a balloon in 2 minutes.
No,
Yeah.
it's a lot of effort. So you got to
Stretch
stretch it. Yeah, you got to get it warmed up.
2 minutes, 9. If they're those big unicorns, I'd say false. But if they're little tiny ones, and I need to know specifics.
You got to work on with what you got, and what you got is the record.
I'm gonna go false. I think it's probably less than that.
So you're saying false?
If they're the big, yeah, because 2 minutes is not that long really to blow up. It's my daughter's birthday soon. I'm gonna have to blow up balloons, and I'm dreading that as we go.
Honey.
I have to use her inhaler halfway through. Let us know what you think. I'm going to go false then. I think it's less. The record of the most inflatable unicorns blown up in 2 minutes is 9. Is that true or is it false? If you haven't blown them up and you have breath left, the command to give your device would say followed by your guess, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. The record for the most inflatable unicorns blown up in 2 minutes is 9. What are we saying, people? I'm saying false.
Hayley saying false. Do we have any thoughts? What do you think? 9 unicorns, 2 minutes, blown up. True or false?
You're doing it in bullet points now.
I am.
Unicorns. We got false.
Marnie says false. Marnie's on the false train as well with Hayley. You guys are up there in first class on the train, falsing it up.
The false train is coming.
We're sorry.
No.
What do we say? Anyone else? Anyone else? We'll give you a few more seconds to get your answers in. Hayley and Marnie are going with false. Again, it is the record number of the most inflated unicorns within 2 minutes is 9.
It's a real niche question, isn't it?
It is a real niche question.
Shall we do the reveal? Do you want to give it another couple more seconds?
Yeah, I'll give it another second. I want to give people lots of time, but I also no pressure. All right, let's do it. I can tell you that Marnie and Hayley, you are both correct in your false train, because no one has attempted to blow up the most amount of inflatable unicorns, but a record is held for the most amount of balloons. In 2015, Hunter Ewan from the U.S. blew up 910 balloons in 1 hour.
Wow. So there is no record. It's sort of a tricky question, that.
Rose, you came in, you said true. I'm sorry we missed you. It is false, though, unfortunately, Rose.
It's a tricky question. And I tried to floss with my head then. Did you see that? I thought...
Maybe. Try to floss with your head.
Old. Right, here we go. Allyson.
Yes.
True or false?
Yes.
The record for balancing a guitar on someone's forehead is over 7 minutes. Is that true or is it false? The record for balancing a guitar on someone's forehead is over 7 minutes. Is that true or is it false? The command to give your device, if you are listening on an Echo, watching on an Echo show even, I can see Allyson itching her face, is the word say, followed by true or false, or go to backchannel.tv if you are on an audio-only device and would like to get involved with the game. The record for balancing a guitar on someone's forehead is over 7 minutes. True or false? Tim is with us. Good morning, Tim. Tim says that sounds true. What are you saying, Allyson?
I'm going true. I'm saying true. I think it can be... No, not because of Tim. P.S. You threw out Tim's answer before I even got to say my answer. So, yeah, I'm saying true as well. I'm with true. I'm true. Tim and I are on the true train. True.
You like Spandau Ballet. You think this is true. Okay, if you would like to make a guess, select him. And like Allyson, the command to give your device is the word say, followed by your answer, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can get involved that way. You're looking pretty smug, Allyson.
I don't know why. I don't know what the answer is. I'm like, true.
I'm waiting for some answers to come through. Rose has said that's false.
Okay. I'm
Thank
with you.
you, Rose. Thank
Good
you, Tim.
answers.
Marnie's still with us. Sheila, what are you saying? Doug, what you at? Why can't I speak?
What you at, Doug? What
Go
you
on.
at?
It's been such a long weekend, Allyson. I'm very, very tired.
Isn't it sad that like
But still
people-
tired. Went to the gym. Oh, here we go. Sheila's saying false, like Rose. Rose said false. Sheila said false. Tim saying true. You're saying true. I'm speaking really quickly. What can we do? Shall I do the answer?
Yes.
Here we go. The record for balancing a guitar on someone's forehead is over 7 minutes. I can tell you that is true.
Woo! Marty just said false. Sorry, Marty. Tim and I are correct. But Tim and I get
The
points.
longest duration for balancing a guitar on the forehead. Oh, these questions, Will. I don't like these.
I love them.
I think we should give points to whoever got it incorrect, because the longest duration for balancing a guitar on the forehead is 7 minutes, 3.9 seconds. Oh, no. Sorry, I've read it wrong. 7 minutes, 3.9 seconds. So, yeah. Apologies, I'd read the question. The record, let's scratch. The record for balancing a guitar on someone's forehead is over 7 minutes. Yes, it was. It was 7 minutes 39 by a man called Josh Horton from Texas, USA. Maybe we should ask Liv if she knows him. She's from Texas. Probably knows.
She might. Liv, have you ever seen a guy balancing a
guitar? That was true. Well done, everyone who got that correct.
Excellent. Good job.
If I
Good
can
job.
guess
All
it,
right.
Even if you didn't, because it's just a little bit of a game.
It's just a bit of game to get your brain going. Get that gray matter working first thing in the morning. All right, Hayley, true or false?
Yes.
A record for the highest stack of ridged cheese and onion chips / crisps, as they call them here, is 1.4 meters. Let me read that again. The record for the highest stack of ridged cheese and onion potato chips is 1.4 meters.
So they've stacked potato chips and high up.
Yeah.
And the potato chips are ridged.
They're ridged.
So,
Yeah.
well, they'd fit into each other really well, wouldn't they, if they're ridged?
They might, yeah.
It'd be like Lego.
A potato chip Lego, if you will.
These people need to get hobbies, don't they? The record for the highest stack of ridged cheese and onion crisp is 1.4 meters.
We would never be able to do this experiment, Hayley, because
You're too small.
We would eat the crisps before. Every time I'd be like, oh, I'll stack the next one. I swear I'll stack the next one. That's what would happen in my situation.
False.
False?
No, yeah, I think yeah.
Yeah, Hayley's saying false.
No.
False. So the record.
There's no logic. Tim said I could see Pringles being able to do that. Yeah, they would stack really easily.
Absolutely.
True. Yeah, but Pringles don't have a ridged crisp, or do they in the States? Maybe they do.
Maybe they do. Maybe I bet you they have ridged Pringles somewhere.
What I miss, by the way, Rose, if you're listening, whenever we go to New York, we always eat those red hot flaming Cheetos because you can't get them in the UK.
They're so yummy.
I'll send you my address, Rose, if you want to send someone.
Marnie is saying true. Marnie has said true. So I'm going to take, Tim, true. I'm going to take yours as a true as well. So Marnie has said true. Tim has said true. Hayley, you said
false.
False. Okay.
Now I'm regretting it.
This is why, for those of you who are just joining us, we used to wait until answers came in, but we started to get too reliant on Tim and Doug, who we think sometimes Googles. And we would be like,
don't think. Doug has told us he's going away to Google the answers.
So we would wait. So the new rule with Hayley and I is we must answer before answers start coming in. And that's our official answer. So you can see why Hayley is. Don't regret it, though, Hayley. You might be right. But Tim and Marnie said true. Again, the record for the highest stack of ridged cheese and onion potato chips is 1.4 meters. True or false? We'll give you a few more seconds to get any of your answers in.
Cheese and onion are my least favorite flavor.
Me too.
Yeah, just because they're too strong. They smell. You don't want to be smelling a cheese and onion crisp for the rest of the day.
Yeah, it's like back in the North America, sour cream and onion. I don't like sour cream and onion. I'm not a sour cream and onion girl.
Have you ever shared a microphone with, because me and Allyson, if you haven't watched before, we're stand-up comedians in the UK. Have you ever shared a microphone with someone who's had cheese and onion crisps and you've
Oh,
gone on after them?
and you're just like, it's so
Hello!
gross.
Yeah, so gross. Listen, let's do the reveal.
Will has said to us, these are our worst opinions yet. I'm assuming Will is a cheese and onion fan.
That looks about right, that.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Okay,
What was his
so
breath
I
like? Oh, go on.
can reveal that it is dun-da-da-da. See, and Hayley, that's why you got to trust your gut. It is false. It is false. Marty came in with true. I see that. So Marty changed. No, Tim
No.
was true. Marty said true. But Hayley said false, everyone. And she is correct. There is no record for the tallest stack of cheese and onion crisps, but there is one for the tallest stack of tortillas. Oh, my goodness. 389 tortillas were stacked on top of each other to reach a height of 68.5 centimeters.
I think these questions are really unfair because some of these things haven't happened.
I love you so much for being. Yeah, but that's the fun of the game.
Give Marnie and Tim a point.
All right, I'm giving Marnie and Tim points because we're. But we got to realize tricky tricksterness is a part of this. This is a part of the game as well. But Marnie and Tim, you got points for.
We were going up against the Joker. Right, okay. Allyson. Yes. True or false? Thank you for joining us. If you would like to get involved, the command to give your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. Here we go. The record for the furthest distance a toy has been thrown by a baby under the age of 2 is 12 meters. The record for the furthest distance a toy has been thrown by a baby, it says in brackets, under the age of 2, is 12 meters. My daughter can throw some toys, but they always land right in my head. Funny that. Tim has said, I'm going to work on making that cheese and onion crisp record. We should do that, shouldn't we, Tim?
Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be fun? We could
live. We could do a live link to your home. Live.
Although I'd rather do salt and vinegar. Can I do a salt and vinegar?
Live from New Hampshire, Tim stacking. Really great content.
Okay. So the record for I'm going to say false. I'm saying false. I don't think a baby could throw that far. Yeah.
Okay. The question was the record for the furthest. It could be a paper plane. The record for the furthest distance a toy has been thrown by a baby under the age of 2 is 12 meters. Listen, Allyson, you haven't seen babies when they're having tantrums, have you?
No, I have not.
Launch stuff. The record for the furthest distance a toy has been thrown by a baby under the age of 2 is 12 meters. Is that true or is it false? Allyson is saying false. Did you say, Ellie?
Yes, I am.
Here we go. We're waiting.
Sorry, I thought you were going to say something. I'm like, yeah, what? Okay. So get your answers in. I've said false. I do not think a baby can throw that far. What are you saying out there? What do you guys think? What do we think? Can they be thrown that far? Is 12 meters under the age of 2? I mean, again, I don't have children, so I don't know. But
it depends how angry they are. Yeah, Tim has said, I say true, babies have superpowers sometimes. Honestly, my daughter, when she's angry, she's thrown stuff in my face when she doesn't want it for a dinner. And I reckon if my head wasn't in the way, it would have gone, it would have gone through the patio window into next door's garden. So here we go. One more time. The record for the furthest distance a toy has been thrown by a baby under the age of 2 is 12 meters. Tim's saying true. Ali's saying false. If you're still with us and would like to make a guess, the command to give your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone.
Yeah. That's all you got to do.
Everyone,
that's all you got to do. Yeah. Well, I think we gotta move on. Hayley, what is it? What is the answer? Let's do this.
Okay, you said false. Tim said true. I can tell you it is false. Another one of these trick questions again. A record hasn't been set by a baby throwing a toy. The record for the longest throw of an object without a tail is over 425 meters by Australian David Shumey with a boomerang. So no baby. There's been no record.
So it is false.
Yeah, it is false, but I don't think the question's fair. I'm really happy with these today.
You got to accept it's tricky tricksters, right? There is no rules about what the questions are going to be.
Okay, give me a question.
All right, here we go. The record for the most, I love this, for the most sausages produced in 1 minute is 78. The record for the most sausages produced in 1 minute is 78. Vegetarian Hayley, what do you think?
I've seen those videos of those sausage machines, and they just come out like.
Yeah.
How long was the time again? A minute.
A minute. 78 sausages in 1 minute. True.
I reckon
or
that
false?
could be true. It could even be more because
Ooh.
they come out, they fire out of those machines.
Yeah, they
And
do.
this is from someone who doesn't eat meat, and I've seen it. Doug has said true. Yeah, I think so. True.
Okay, we're
Thanks for
going
joining us,
true.
Doug. Yeah.
Doug, nice to have you with us. We were worried about where you were. So the record for the most sausages produced.
What happened then?
That was exciting. I looked up and everyone was gone. I was like,
I was like, oh, Allison's off to make some sausages.
Marnie
Tim
said
said-
true. Marnie's running out the door. Have a great day, Marnie. We'll let you know if
Bye-bye,
it's true or
Marnie.
false. Thank you for joining us. Tim, it's a trick question. There are no such thing as sausages. I like your attitude, too. I like your attitude.
That's what it will probably be, though, Tim. I'm with you on this. So, did we say sausages?
And Hayley, what did you say? What did you say?
I
You
think I said the same as Doug. I said true. I think.
true.
If Doug's right, I said true. If he isn't, then I said false.
Doug said true. Marnie said true. Tim says it's a trick question. I like Tim's attitude.
Okay, let's
What
do
do
the
you
answer
think?
because we're
Yeah?
going to have a chat with lovely Liv Harrison very, very shortly.
Lovely. So the answer, everyone. The record
Yes,
for most
Allyson.
sausages produced in 1 minute is 78 is true. It is true. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So Marnie, you get a point. Hayley, you get a point. Did I miss anyone there?
Doug said true. Doug was in the tub.
Yeah.
So Doug's just enjoying it, having a lava up, watching the show. Thanks,
There
Doug.
we go. Doug won.
Listen, who won overall in that one, Allyson?
Overall, Marnie did great. Marnie was at 4 points. Well, actually, true. Yeah, no, so that was 4. So Marnie won for the day. Marnie, you got 4 points. Between Hayley and I, Hayley, you are the winner. You had 3. I had 2. So Hayley wins Monday. But you know what? We're all winners just because we're playing.
And listen, I genuinely think we are all winners today because those questions were very, very difficult. Some would say impossible to get correct. So well done, Tim. Well done, Doug. Well done, Sheila. Well done, Marnie. Well done, Rose. Well done, everybody. But now, you all right there, Allyson?
I had a yawn. I got caught in that yawn. Hayley
I
pointed
did,
that
yeah.
out.
Doug said, was someone more difficult than others? That's why you guess. Absolutely, Doug.
Exactly, Doug.
Well done. It's just a fun game, but I take it too seriously. Listen, it's not just about the Hayley and Allyson show here on Backchannel. Oh, no, because there's shows all day. And coming up after ourselves here is the wonderful Liv Harrison. We're going to check in with her now and see what's coming up. Hi, Liv.
Hi, you guys.
Where are you?
I am in Disney World. I'm coming from the happiest place on earth. I know. That was so fun.
Gosh,
Does it look very Disney? It looks like you're being held hostage. Are you like in the hotel?
I'm just kidding.
she just blinked a bunch.
For those of you listening, you pretending that I was a held hostage. Because apparently we have a secret code. No, I'm at a brand new Marriott. Let me see if I can. Is it too bright? Oh, that's my room.
No.
You
Look.
see
Oh,
Can you see the ball? Can you see the
really
Epcot
is
is right there?
Disney.
My head is here. See the Epcot ball right there?
Liv,
Oh,
that's
yes,
so
right, just
fun.
Yes. Oh, you're going to literally be traveling around the world, but in Disney
I
today.
am, because I'm going to go to Epcot today. I'm actually spending the day with an actual Disney animator. I know. We're spending the whole day together. We're going to start out with breakfast. And so it's Disney's 50th anniversary. It's 50 years old. Looks pretty good. And the incredible artist who designed the front cover of their big 50th anniversary book, that's who I'll spend the day with. So
Pretty
pretty
on your show today, you're going to be chatting and
she will not be live with me in the morning, but we're gonna get some footage. So that'll be exciting. Her name is
So
Fabiola.
exciting.
Yeah.
Fabiola. How fabulous, Fabiola.
Oh.
That's amazing.
So fab.
Oh, Liv, I'm so excited. Now, are you going to do any rides or anything today? Are you
Oh,
going to
yeah,
do?
absolutely. I have an annual pass at Disney. I take Disney very seriously. We have an annual pass, and I'm a vacation club holder. So I got a system. And let me explain what I'm really going to be doing. I'm going to be eating. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to eat
Mm,
all the things.
mm.
So today is. I love the snacks at
Yeah.
Epcot. The Norway
You do
has
like
school bread.
pancakes in the style of Mickey Mouse.
Oh yeah, maybe so at the breakfast or the waffles.
Yeah, yeah.
It's something. Listen, I don't know what they do. I don't know if they pump in things that we're smelling and we just don't care, but everything is better here. Like
Yeah.
everything. So
What
Yeah.
is your favorite, Liv? What's your favorite snack at Disney World? What is your
the
personal?
school bread at Norway, hands down. It is my
Oh.
absolute favorite. And my son, who just turned 19 on Saturday, it's his favorite as well. So when we come here, we make a beeline for Norway and we get the school bread. I don't know if Norway eats that. I don't care. In my world, every Norwegian eats school bread.
Oh,
It's just delicious. It probably has a better name, but they made all the Americans sound dumb and told us school bread. So we said, sure, that sounds great.
And they
So that's my
Oh.
favorite.
they do England there, and they have a little a red phone box, and
And they've got all sorts of stuff. Fish and
Yeah.
chips. They have a tea, like where you could go buy all the teas. And apparently they have a sword room or like a sword something. And so
Oh, yeah.
Fabiola was telling me about that. She was like, you don't go to the sword store? And I was like, what are we talking about? She was like, it's in England. And she goes, I just go and I visit the swords. It's like, it's probably because you're a Disney artist. And why
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
you
mean,
visit
Yeah.
swords?
well,
You would
obviously
need to
they're
go
a
to any
staple
place.
here in the UK, sword stores. That's where I'm off to. Go. Just gonna
Very
go.
British. It's when I say Kate Middleton, I think sword. I'm like,
I
this is
definitely.
Camilla equals sword. That's what I. This is what I
Sword.
We're
think.
looking forward to your trip. Before you go, Liv, Tim has just said the Epcot Food and Wine Festival is amazing. Do you go to that?
I absolutely go to
Of
that.
course she does,
Let
Tim.
me explain this, you guys. You guys, this stuff is serious, okay? They have a passport. They have something for your children to do. Like they do not mess around. So I appreciate it because here's you get to have all these foods from different places that aren't already the countries that are here. So it's like you get to have Hawaii. That's not a country. You get to have Australia. That is a country. You get to have, and it's just like it's so fantastic. And so they
Oh.
have all these special things and you get like prizes and they encourage you to eat. Again, very American.
You're making our show look quite bad though, because we're in our bedrooms in the UK. Well, Liv is in every single country in the world. In
Every
uh,
I'm Matt Mara before it was like Matt Lauer. That was it. Matt Lauer before the bad stuff. I was remember where in the world is Matt, but we don't talk about him anymore.
we don't.
No.
But let's check out Liv's show. She's here 8 till 10 today. Is that right, Liv? And
Yeah.
she's in
Yeah.
Epcot. How amazing
Oh,
is that?
Epcot.
Sheila's
Yeah.
on the road from lovely Sheila. So maybe she's there. Thanks very much, Liv. Have a lovely show.
Bye, ladies.
Have fun, Liv, today. Bye.
Oh, I'm very jealous. I wish I was
Wow.
in Disney.
Tim has said we're busy stacking crisps on this show. You
Yeah.
bet, Tim. She may
She
be in
does.
Epcot, but we are busy thinking about the
We've got
big questions.
Peanut
How many
onion
crisps?
chips. Yeah. Listen, she can travel the world, but the content you want is Allyson June Smith writing you a song. Listen, stick around. That sounds fun. I'm going to watch Liv's show. She's here 8 till 10. So make sure you stay tuned for that. She's an absolute delight. At 10 till 12, it's Jam and Rennie. At 12 till 2, it's the Anthony Davis Show. 2 till 4, it's Hal Rudnick. At 4 till 6, it's Mario Smith. And at 8 until 1 in the morning is Tim stacking potato chips. Just on his own. We're not actually televising that. So stick around. Make sure you watch Liv. Before we go, we like to do a fun fact of the day. Fun fact.
Fun fact. And this is just a little tidbit of information. Do with it what you will today. Walk around, share it with strangers, tell someone at work. Just know that you know this piece of information. But yeah, we just like to leave you with a fun fact. Hayley, today's fun fact is
Buckingham Palace in London, England, has 775 rooms, including 78 bathrooms. But if you live with women, 78 bathrooms, still not enough.
still not enough. Still not enough.
775 rooms. That would be great if you have an argument with your partner. Just you can pick one of the other 774 rooms to go and sleep in. Thank you. But listen, Stick around for Liv's show. We will be back tomorrow. Thank you to everyone who tuned in today. You've been an absolute delight. Thanks to Tim. Thanks to Doug. Thanks to Sheila. Thanks to Rose. Thanks to Marnie.
Marnie. Yeah, who
had
else?
loads
We had
yet.
a lot of like new joiners. We're very grateful. Thank you so much for playing with us. And
Come back tomorrow.
yeah.
Rose has said thank you. Enjoyed the show. Well, thank you, Rose.
Thank
We
you,
appreciate
Rose.
you.
We enjoyed you being here. Yeah.
Have fun and the rest of the day. Hope you all have wonderful days. And we'll be back tomorrow, 6 to 8. Join us. We would love that because otherwise we're just two tired women talking for 2 hours. Take care of yourselves and we'll see you tomorrow. Stick around for Liv Harrison. Bye.
Bye.